Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's workshop, the non tech guide to SEO Easy Steps to More Visibility and Clients. I'm Jonna, and I'm so glad you're here. This workshop is for you if you're a small business owner, a freelancer, or someone who's just curious about how SEO really works. Now, let me tell you something right away. SEO does not have to be complicated. A lot of people hear that three-letter word and instantly feel overwhelmed. Maybe you've tried Googling it before and you ended up in a rabbit hole of technical jargon, algorithms, and complicated strategies that made you want to give up. SEO at its core is simply about helping the right people find you online. And today, I'm going to show you how to make it simple, practical, and doable, even if you're not techie. And if you already know the basics, don't worry, I'll add some insights that will give you an edge online. Okay, so here's how we'll spend our time together. First, I'll explain what SEO really is. Then we'll dive into how to do quick and free keyword research. After that, we'll talk about on page SEO. That's the stuff you can control on your website, like titles, meta descriptions, and blogs. Then we'll cover the basics of local SEO for small businesses, which is incredibly powerful if you want customers in your area to find you. And then we'll wrap up with a bonus section about how AI is changing SEO in 2025 and beyond, and what you can do to stay ahead. So, if you've ever felt like SEO was too much, by the end of this workshop, you'll not only understand it, you'll have an action plan you can put to work immediately. Before we get started, quick question for you. In the chat or comments, type in one word. How do you currently feel about SEO? Are you excited? Are you confused? Probably overwhelmed? Or maybe just curious? So I'd love to see where everyone's at. All right, let's break this down. What is SEO really? So, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, which basically means making small changes to your online presence so that when someone searches for something related to your business, you show up. Imagine your website is a store in the middle of a big city. SEO is the set of signs, maps, and directions that guide people to your store. Without it, you're just another building in a crowded street. But with it, you become easy to find. Now, a lot of people think SEO is about tricking Google. Well, that's not true anymore. I mean, it was years ago, but Google's way too smart now for that. So instead, SEO is about helping Google understand who you are and who you help. So if you can do that, Google will happily send the right people your way. So here's a quick activity. Write down in your notes number one, what is your business? And number two, who do you help? So, for example, if I own a bakery, I'd write number one, what is my business? I own a bakery in, and I'll insert my specific location. And number two, who do I help? I help people looking for fresh custom cakes. So in here, I mentioned my specialty. Or if I'm a virtual assistant, I'd say I'm a virtual assistant. So that is my business. And who do I help? I help busy entrepreneurs manage their time and social media. I can be even more specific by adding my location or who are these entrepreneurs that I help with. I mean, that I help. Okay. So, whatever you write will become your starting point for SEO. It will help you clarify what your business is and who you help because the clearer you are, the clearer Google can be as well. Now, SEO has three main parts. The first one is on page SEO. This is everything you can control on your website, like your titles, your blog posts, your images, your meta descriptions. Basically, it's how you tell Google, here's what this page is about. So, if you're just starting out, you can start by using your main keyword in your title and the first paragraph on one of your blog posts. So, for example, best bakery in, and then insert your location, is your main keyword. So, you can write an article or maybe a press release or a blog post with a title that includes that main keyword and then mention it again somewhere in the first paragraph. So when you mention your keyword, make sure it blends naturally so that it makes sense when your audience reads it, the title or paragraph. And for those who already understand the basics, you can start by thinking about search intent. What does that mean? So, for example, someone's searching best laptop for students. They are looking uh, for recommendations, not a sales pitch. So, if you want to be in the results page, you have to match your content with that intent of the searcher. All right, the second part of SEO is called off page SEO. This is everything that happens outside your site, like backlinks from other websites, social shares, and online mentions. So, if you're just starting out and you don't have any backlinks or anything like that on your website, you can start by asking partners or friends or local organizations to link to your site. So even one or two links will help rank your website. And always focus on quality over quantity. So even if there's just one link back to your site, if it is a reputable site, it beats having 100 spammy links. Okay, the third one is technical SEO. This is the part that scares people because of the word technical, and they think it is too technical. But don't worry, you don't have to be a developer to make this work. It's actually about making sure your site loads fast and it works on mobile and is easy for search engines to scan. So you can use free tools like Google Page Speed Insights to check your site speed. Or if you know the basics, you can install an SEO plugin like Yoast or AIO SEO, which stands for All in One Search Engine Optimization, or Rank Math if you're using WordPress. So these tools will handle 80% of your technical basics for you. Okay, so out of these three types, on page, off page, and technical SEO, which one do you think you need the most help with right now? Okay, drop it in the chat or comments, depending on where you're watching from, or write it in your notes. Now that you understand what SEO really is and the three main parts of it, let's dive into one of the most important skills you can learn, which is keyword research. If you don't know what people are searching for, you might end up creating content that no one ever sees. But if you know the right keywords, even just one or two, you can bring in steady traffic and new customers or clients. And the best part is that you don't need to pay for your tools to do this. So I'm going to show you how to do it completely free with free tools. All right, so let's start simple first. What is a keyword? So a keyword is just a word or phrase someone types into Google when they're searching for something. So that's it. No complicated explanation, no difficult definition. So if someone types best pizza near me, the keyword is best pizza near me. If someone types how to bake a chocolate cake, the keyword is how to bake a chocolate cake. So think of keywords as questions your customers or clients are already asking. So that is keywords equals customer questions. And think beyond single words. All right. So the examples earlier, best pizza near me and how to bake a chocolate cake, these are called long tail keywords. So long tail keywords are phrases with three, four, or more words. So they are usually less competitive and they bring in higher quality leads because they are more specific. So, for example, instead of trying to rank for the keyword shoes, go for something like women's running shoes for flat feet. Okay, grab a piece of paper or open your notes app and write down 5 questions or phrases your ideal customer or client might search for. So put yourself in the shoes of your customer or your client. What would you be asking? Right? So, for example, it could be affordable wedding cakes in, and then the location, or how to hire a virtual assistant for social media, or maybe um, massage therapy for back pain in, and then the location. Right? So, it depends on what business you have. So, don't overthink it, just write what comes to mind. The idea is to generate questions that's right for your business that your clients may be asking. Okay, so now let's make this practical. There are some amazing free tools you can use right now to find keywords, and 4 of them are already on your screen. So the first one is Google Autocomplete. To use this, you simply go to Google, start typing a phrase, and see what it suggests. So those suggestions come from real searches that people are doing. So example, if you type in best bakery in, Google will make suggestions, auto-populate some information, so it could come up with best bakery in and mention some locations near you or searched by other people who have similar online behavior as you. And there's people also ask when you search something on Google, you'll often see a box called people also ask or people also search for. So those are common questions that your audience is searching for. So write those down because they can make great blog titles, or maybe you can even answer them in your FAQ page. And then there's the Answer the Public. So their website is answerthepublic.com. This free tool shows you dozens of questions people are asking around a keyword. So example, you go in there, type in SEO, and it will show you things like what is SEO for beginners, or is SEO dead in 2025? And last but not the least is Uber Suggest. This is a tool by Neil Patel. You can search for a keyword and see search volume, the competition, and related ideas. The free version gives you a limited number of searches per day, but it's a perfect tool to get started. And when you're using these tools, don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Your goal is not to find the perfect keyword, right? You are there to find a phrase that real people are already searching for and then create content around it. Now, type in the chat or comments right now. What's one keyword or idea you just thought of for your business? All right, so here's an example of Google autocomplete. So I typed in what is on page and it came up with several suggestions which I can write down if I want to write blog posts or even titles for a workshop or probably a short course or um, anything like a video that I can publish for my business pages. Right, and this is the example of people also ask. So there is that's the search result. What is on page SEO, and below it you see people also ask. So you can write those questions down. right? Okay, so now let's talk about how to choose the right keywords. When choosing your keywords, look for the three that are on the right side of the screen. That's relevance, specificity, and location. That's for local businesses. So, relevance, you ask the question, does this keyword match what I actually do? So, you need to ask this question because you might be chasing traffic that won't turn into customers. So, example, if you're a life coach, if and you see free online therapies ranking high, this won't help you if you don't provide therapy. So specificity, the more means the more specific your keyword is, the better. So like I said earlier, long tail keywords bring better results because the searcher knows what they want. So it's more specific. So look for keywords with lower competition but high intent. For example, instead of coffee, if you own a coffee shop, try best local coffee shop and then insert your location. And the third one is location. This is very useful for local businesses. You add your city, area, or neighborhood to your keywords. So, example, instead of saying plumber, you can use the keyword emergency plumber in, and then your city or your area or your neighborhood, right? Emergency plumber in the United States, that is too broad, but yeah, you can use that as probably a secondary keyword. Okay, go back to your list of 5 keywords that you already have from the previous activity and circle one that feels the most relevant, specific, and useful for your business. Just one this time. So that's your starter keyword. You can use it for a blog post, a service page, or even your Google business profile. So that's it. You've just done keyword research. That's how simple it can be. You don't need complicated tools or a degree in SEO to find the right words. All right, so great work on your keyword brainstorming. Now let's talk about how to actually use those keywords so that your website or blog shows in search results. So this is called on-page SEO. So think of it like decorating the inside of your store. You want to make sure everything is labeled clearly, well organized, and easy for both customers and Google to understand. So when doing SEO or on-page SEO, you have to consider 3 things: the titles and headings, the meta descriptions, and your blog posts. So titles and headings. Your title is one of the most important parts of SEO. Okay, so why? Because it's the very first thing people see in Google search results. So that means you need to put your keyword in your title. So if your keyword is best wedding cakes in London, a simple title could be best wedding cakes in London, custom cakes for every occasion. And think about the click through rate. So click through rate is the number of clicks that you get. So usually you get those based on the how interesting your title is. So you can add power words like ultimate, complete guide, or affordable. So probably affordable wedding cakes in London, custom cakes for every occasion. So your title will stand out. And use headings like H1, H2, H3. These are very important. Think of these headings as chapters in a book. So Google reads them to understand what your page is about. So probably your H1, that's your main title, would be best wedding cakes in London. And your H2 would be why choose our custom cakes. So your keyword there in H2 is custom cakes. And your next H2, that's a subheading, so popular flavors our customers love. So your keyword there would be popular flavors. And H2, the third H2 would be how to order your cake online. So your keyword could be order your cake online or how to order your cake online. So take the keyword you circled earlier and write down a potential blog title or web page title that includes that keyword. And if you want to push yourself, try adding a power word to make it more attractive. Next up, meta descriptions. So this is the short description under your title in Google results. It doesn't directly affect rankings, but it strongly affects whether people click on your article or your page or your blog post. So, how to write this? Simply write 1 to 2 sentences, including your keyword, and explain why someone should click. Right? Add a short call to action like learn more, order today, or get started now. So, an example will sound like this: looking for the best wedding cakes in London? We create custom cakes for birthdays, weddings, and special events. Order online today. So it is short, clear, keyword rich, and actionable. So write 1 sentence for a meta description using your keyword. Make sure to keep it simple and imagine you're inviting someone to walk into your store. That way, your meta description will still sound natural. All right, the third one, blogging. Okay, so this is blogging for SEO. Blogging is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to improve your SEO. Why? Because every blog post is a new page Google can index, and every post is a chance to rank for a new keyword compared to pages on your site. You don't change your pages all the time, so it sticks to 1, 2, or 3 keywords for a long time. Blog post is where you can introduce new keywords. So here's a simple formula for SEO friendly blogs. First is to start with a clear title that includes your keyword. Number 2 is to write an introduction that explains the value right away. That's including your keyword. So that's the first part or the first sentence in your first paragraph. And then use headings like H2, H3, right, to break up your content. It will be easier to read with headings. And naturally sprinkle your keywords and related phrases across your blog post. Okay. And then make sure to end with a call to action. Also aim for at least 500 to 800 words per post. Okay. And include related keywords, also called LSI keywords. For example, if your main keyword is best wedding cakes in London, related terms could be custom cakes London, London cake shop, or birthday cakes London. These make your content richer and more relevant. Okay, let's compare two blog openings. This first one is not optimized. It says, "We love cakes. Our cakes are delicious. We make them for birthdays and weddings." It's, and the second one, which is optimized, "Looking for the best wedding cakes in London? Our bakery specializes in custom cakes for weddings, birthdays, and every special occasion. Here's why our customers keep coming back." So, do you see the difference? One is vague, the other uses the keyword right away and is specific, and it speaks directly to what people are searching for. So take your keyword and write down a blog post idea, then draft a possible first sentence that uses that keyword naturally. You can pause this video and do this right now, or just reserve it for later. Okay, so for example, your keyword is virtual assistant for social media. Your blog idea or blog title could be 5 reasons you should hire a virtual assistant for social media in 2025. And maybe your first sentence would be, if you're overwhelmed by posting on Facebook and Instagram, a virtual assistant for social media can help you grow your presence without burning out. So You keep repeating the keyword, the virtual assistant for social media, in the blog title in the first sentence of your blog post. All right, now you've learned how to use your keywords in titles, meta descriptions, and blogs. These are the building blocks of on page SEO. But the thing is, if you're a local business, there's another piece of the puzzle, and that's just as important, and that's called local SEO. Okay, before we talk about local SEO, so I showed this example earlier, but this is a good example to show you how your meta description looks like. So under the title where you see the date December 15th, 2024, that is how your meta description will appear. So aim for 1 to 2 sentences so that it doesn't get cut in the middle, right? And mention your keyword and the important information and why people should be clicking that link and opening your website. All right. So, now that you know how to optimize your website and blog posts with on page SEO, let's talk about something that can make an even bigger difference for small businesses. Like I said, it's called local SEO. So, if on page SEO is like setting up your store so it looks inviting on the inside, local SEO is like putting up a big bright sign on the street so people nearby can actually find you. But what is local SEO? So, local SEO is all about helping your business show up when people search for products or services near them. When someone types coffee shop near me or plumber in California, they're not just browsing, they're ready to buy. So, local SEO makes sure your business appears in those near me searches. So, you can include your keywords with a near me uh, words, right? And it's not just about showing up in search. It's about standing out in Google Maps and local directories, so your business gets chosen over your competitors. And the most important part of local SEO is your Google business profile. This is what shows up on Google Maps and the local results box. So here's what you need to do. You need to claim your profile at business.google.com if you don't have one yet, and fill it out completely. Add your name, address, phone number, website, and business hours, and make sure your name, address, and phone number are consistent, not just on Google business page or Google business profile, but on your website, on your social media pages, and everywhere else you are on the internet. And add photos. Businesses with photos get more clicks and calls. Also, collect reviews. So, positive reviews boost your visibility and trust. And post updates. You can post news, offers, or events just like you're doing on social media. Okay, at least make sure your business info is accurate and consistent, and use keywords in your business description. Right? For example, instead of "we are a bakery in London," you can say "we are a London-based bakery specializing in wedding cakes, birthday cakes, and custom cakes." So that way your keywords work for you in local search. So if you already have a Google business profile, write down one thing you can update today, maybe after watching. So maybe add a few new photos, respond to reviews, or update your business hours. And if you don't have one yet, write down a reminder to set it up this week. So this single step can bring in more clients or customers than almost anything else. Earlier, we talked about keywords. For local SEO, you just add a geographic location to your keywords. Think of it as keyword plus city. For example, virtual assistant in the Philippines, or virtual assistant in a specific city in the Philippines. So wedding cakes, wedding cakes in, and then your town or your city. Okay, so don't just stick to the big city. You can use neighborhood names or landmarks. Especially if you have a local business that you want to invite customers to, like your customers are local. So, for example, wedding cakes near Robinson's Manila or Plumber in Quezon City. Those are cities here in the Philippines. So these smaller, more specific searches can bring you customers with less competition because it's very particular. Now, write down 2 to 3 local keyword phrases for your business. For example, family therapist in, and then your city, or digital marketing services in your city or location, fishing boat rental in, okay, your city, near, okay, be more specific. So the more specific you are, the better, right? So to recap, local SEO helps you show up when customers in your area are searching right now. Right, so optimizing your Google business profile, like using local keywords and collecting reviews, can make you become the obvious choice in your community. So now let's take it up one step further. You've learned what SEO is, how to do keyword research, how to optimize your pages, and how to show up locally. But the question is, where is SEO going in 2025 and beyond? So that's where we'll talk about AI and SEO and how to stay ahead of the curve. Okay, so the foundations of SEO, like what it is, keyword research, on page optimization, local SEO, off page SEO, or technical SEO. All right. These are the foundations, but SEO is not standing still. So, like technology, especially AI, artificial intelligence, is changing how people search and how businesses need to show up online. So, let's end this workshop with a look at AI in SEO and SEO in 2025 and what it means for you and your business. So Google and Bing or other search engines, even the newer platforms, are using AI to change how search results are shown. So instead of just a list of links, people are now seeing AI generated summaries like Google's AI overviews, direct answers pulled from multiple websites, conversational search where people type or speak longer, natural questions like there is a complete sentence. So people are searching in full sentences now, not just keywords or phrases, right? So example, instead of best cakes London, someone might type where can I order affordable custom wedding cakes in London. So this means you should start creating content that answers questions and long tail phrases. So you can use headings like where to find the best wedding cakes in and the location, or how much do custom cakes cost in and then the location. Best places to order cakes for delivery in and insert your location. So this positions your content to show up when AI is pulling answers for those specific questions. So AI isn't just changing search; it is also giving powerful giving. It's given us powerful tools to do SEO more efficiently. So examples of AI tools for SEO in 2025 are keyword research, content creation, and competitor analysis. So, keyword research tools like Ahrefs, I think this has been around for a little while, SEMrush, or even free ones like Answer the Public now also use AI to cluster keywords by topic and intent. So make sure you use them, especially if they're free. There's no excuses not to use no excuse to not to use them. And there's content creation tools. AI can now draft blog outlines, meta descriptions, or even full articles. But of course, you still need to edit for quality and authenticity so you don't sound robotic. Your content will not sound robotic. And competitor analysis, right? AI can scan your competitors' websites and show you what keywords they rank for, what's missing, and what you should target. So that's how easy you can uh, analyze a competitor now, right? With the use of AI. And that's very helpful if you know what you're doing, right? So use free or low cost AI tools to save time in brainstorming. So do not hate AI. Instead, take advantage of it for your business. But don't just copy paste AI content, of course. Add your personal expertise, your local, your own flavor, or your case studies, because that's what makes your content stand out. Think of one task in SEO that feels overwhelming. Maybe it's writing meta descriptions, maybe it's brainstorming blog topics or analyzing competitors. Write it down, and next to it, write this question: how can I use AI to make this faster or easier? You don't have to figure it out right now, but just opening your mind to that question will save you time and stress moving forward. Okay, so here's something important. As AI becomes more common, trust will become your greatest advantage. So, search engines and customers will be asking: is this content real? Is it trustworthy? Is it written by someone who actually knows what they're talking about? Okay, that's why EEAT or EAT, that stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, will become a major SEO factor in 2025 and beyond, right? So anyone, because of AI, anyone can write content now, but this will be the major factor, the EAT. People will be checking, Google will be checking if you have experience, do you have expertise in what you're writing about, or do you have authority, are you trustworthy talking about that certain topic. So start by sharing your real experience. Use phrases like "in my 10 years of baking," or "here's what worked for my client," and add case studies, testimonials, or even short videos embedded on your website, because the more real and unique your content feels, the more Google and your audience will trust you. All right, so let's recap what we covered today. So we talked about what SEO really is and why it's simpler than it seems, and how to do keyword research quickly and from and using free tools. We talked about on-page SEO basics like the titles, meta descriptions, and blogs, and local SEO strategies for small businesses, and finally, how AI is reshaping SEO in 2025 and beyond. So the good news is you don't have to do it all at once. Even small steps like updating your titles, adding one new blog post, or setting up your Google business profile can make a big difference. And with AI tools, you can work smarter. So my challenge for you is to pick one action from today's workshop and do it this week, whether it's writing a blog post, updating your Google business profile, or experimenting with an AI tool. It is important that you take action because that's where results come from. And SEO only works if you work it. So uh, I hope you learned something today, and thank you so much for being here. I am excited to see how you'll use these strategies to get found online even without being techie. So now it's your turn. So if you want to simplify your SEO and grow faster, if you need guidance, if you need help, you can book a free consultation. Just to email us at hello@freelancebizninja.com, or go to our website freelancebizninja.com and click on the free consultation link. And you can also follow us on YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube, I publish free workshops like this. So if you follow us, you will get notifications whenever we publish. All right. So thank you so much again and have a great day.